Hi, welcome to Lily's Realm. My name's Hank, I'm Lily's dad, and this is a tour of the farm in Lily's Realm. This is my bedroom, my bed. I have some boxes. I have some signs to tell me what's in my boxes. And when we step out here, this is the first floor of the farmhouse. This is where most of the bedrooms are. So Jude's bedroom is over here. Jude is my sister. She's got pink carpet and pink drapes and a pink bed and some boxes and a loom. She made all of the curtains for the farmhouse. And then down here is David's bedroom. David is my son. His bedroom is pretty empty because he actually has a base near the farm that he works out of most of the time. And then across the hall, this is Lily's bedroom. Lily is the realm owner, and her bedroom is kind of goth. She's got the skulls of her enemies decorating her walls, and she's got lots of boxes and candles for mood. And Lily spends a lot of time out adventuring away from the farm, but she comes back here and stores her goodies in her bedroom. And then back here is Weldon's bedroom. He just started playing with us recently. He doesn't play a whole lot, so his bedroom is pretty sparse. And then over here we have a spare bedroom. This is the green bedroom, and it looks out at the llamas. And there's a camel back there and some chickens over there, and we'll go out and see them. This bedroom is spare. Nobody uses it. So anybody new who joined our realm and needed a bedroom could choose to take this one and then decorate it however they want. Here on the first floor, we have, in addition to the bedrooms, we have some food for the animals, and we have a crafting table over there. And then back here, we have a box of weapons, which has arrows and crossbows and some armor in it. I got this armor by trading with villagers. And here we have some watermelon and some pumpkins. And then back here, food. So we have fish and meat and dairy and vegetables there, and then some baked goods if you want a cake or a pie, it's in here. So that's the first floor. If we go up to the second floor, up here we have up at the front boxes of pretty things. So we have dye. If you want to dye something, you can dye it with the dye. And then we have some colorful wool. And then we have some less colorful wool. And then there's some carpets and things in here. Just anything that you make that you have too much of, you can throw in this box. This box here is empty. And then over on this side, this is our wood room. So we have wood and saplings in here, and also flowers and seeds. So there's all our saplings for the various kinds of trees that we grow. And then all of the different kinds of wood, oak and birch and acacia. And down here is cherry and dark oak, jungle, crimson, spruce, mangrove, some flowers, bamboo, and seeds. So this is all the seeds for the vegetables. And there's a sign there that says that the wheat seeds are upstairs. And then here are some flowers. And then over on this side, we have our furnace, metal, and tools room. So we've got tools here, sticks that we use to make tools, tools that we make with the sticks, and then some other things that are tool related. And then there's a row of furnaces here and an anvil. And then we have a box of coal back here. And we used to fire the furnaces with coal, but we've started now using lava in the furnaces because it goes a lot further than the coal does. And it leaves the coal for things like torches that we need a lot of. And then we have our iron box and some other things that are made of iron. We have copper and we have gold. There isn't a lot of gold there. Lily took all the gold to make rails, so we're kind of low on gold. I need to find some of that. And then here in the center, we have a crafting table upstairs. We have a cartography table for making maps. We have a brewing stand for making potions, and we have a cauldron for dyeing leather and things like that. And then here on the end, we have some enchanted books that we can use for enchanting tools and some other things that we can use to make potions. And just a box of various junk that's lying around. And then I think this one's empty. And then this one has lapis lazuli in it. And you use the lapis here in the enchanting library on the enchanting table to enchant tools. And so we have the lapis lazuli right near this room so that you can use it. And then finally over here we have another spare bedroom. This one's yellow, and it looks down onto the llamas that are down there, and the camels in the corner there, and the chickens are over there. And this is another one of those bedrooms where when someone new joins the realm, if they need a bedroom, they could choose to take this one and then decorate it however they want. So that's the first and second floor. The third floor is the attic. It's the attic in the roof, and this is just overflow storage for food. So we have potatoes and baked potatoes there. These are the wheat seeds that the sign downstairs said were upstairs, and we use these for growing wheat to feed the animals and also for feeding the chickens directly. That one's empty, and then here we have some sugar cane. We use sugar cane for making paper and for actually refined sugar, and then some carrots here. So lots of spare food up here if we need it. And then if we go up the ladder here, the first level that we get to is the level at roof level. And this gives roof access. So if you want to get out on the roof of the farmhouse for some reason, this is how you do it. And I intend to put doors on here and actually make this into a bedroom. I just haven't got to it yet. And then if we continue up here to the next level, this is the red bedroom. This is a very large bedroom that nobody has claimed. So if someone were to join the realm and need a bedroom, then they could take this one. If they were planning to do a lot of adventuring and need a lot of room for storage and stuff that they brought back, this would be a good red bedroom for them to take. And then if we go up to the next level, this bedroom actually belongs to Neil. And he's got a checkered carpet that he put in here, and he's got his bed and some boxes. Neil just recently joined us, so he doesn't have a lot of stuff in here yet, but this is his bedroom. And then as we continue up, we get to the blue bedroom, which is also unclaimed, exactly the same as the red bedroom. And then we go up to the purple bedroom, which is also unclaimed. So obviously, we have some spare bedrooms for new people who join the realm. And then the next level up from there is the observation deck, so you can get out and look out and see what's going on the farm. Lots of stuff going on out there. So let's go down. We'll take a quick look at the basement, and then we'll go outside and have a look at the animals and the other stuff that's going on outside. So here we are on the third floor, back to the second floor, down to the first floor, and then we'll continue down into the basement. And what we have in the basement is all the stone and minerals and dirt and sand and everything here. So there's andesite there, and we've got some gravel there and some diorite there, and there's some granite over here, dirt and cobblestone, calcite, cobbled deep slate. So all of these boxes have our minerals in them. So anything that you're building, if you want white stone or dark stone or red stone, you can find it here. This is the entrance to the tunnels. This goes down. We have two levels of tunnels. There's a level at 94, and then there's a level at 65. And then there's actually a third level down at minus 60, which is bedrock. But these tunnels lead from one base to another, from one building to another. It's just a way to get around without having to go all the way over the terrain. All right, let's go out and look at the critters. So these are the front doors of the farm here. They lead out into the barnyard. And over on this side, we have a bunch of llamas and a horse. The horse is in the back somewhere. It's gray. And these llamas I stole from traveling traders who came to the farm and wouldn't leave. So I stole their llamas, except for the one right there at the back. It's actually a wild llama. It doesn't have a blanket. So you can tell that it's a wild llama that I caught out in the wild. And then over here in front of the farmhouse, we have some sheep. We've got a field of black sheep. And we've got a field of white sheep. Here we've got a field of gray sheep. And we've got some pigs. We've got some brown sheep. And then back here at the back, we have rainbow sheep. Because when we first started doing this, Lily said she wanted rainbow sheep. So I made rainbow sheep. That's where all our rainbow wool comes. So if you want a pink bed, you come back here with a pair of shears and you shear some pink sheep and you make yourself a pink bed. And then if we go back down the other side of the farmhouse, how are we doing for time? It's getting into the evening, so we're going to have to sleep soon. Over in this direction, we have cows. We milk the cows to get milk, and we can also get beef and leather from the cows. Moo. And then back here, this is the back of the llamas, and there's the horse. You can see the gray horse there. And then here we have chickens. And every time I go near the fence, I pick up eggs because they've laid so many eggs. So I've got 5 eggs in my inventory now, maybe another one over here. No. So there's a bunch of chickens in there. They've got their little chicken coop there, and they lay eggs all over the place. And then over in this direction, right back here in the corner, is Lily's camel that she kidnapped from the the desert biome. So if we go in here, we can take a look. Oops, I put down a torch. I didn't mean to do that. I got that torch. All right, so there we go. So there's the camel. Oops, it's lying down. It's got one hump, which makes it a dromedary camel. And Lily's on the hunt for another one. She wants to bring back another one so that she can make some baby camels. So we're going to do that at some point. It's nightfall. We should go to sleep. So let's go in and go to bed before the monsters come. And then we'll go out and we'll look up at the back of the farm and see the tree farm in the village. So here we are running to our bed. Let's go to sleep. And we're going to sleep through the night. And that will reset the clock today so we can go out and continue our tour. All right, here we go. Okay, so we need to go out through this first fence. This is the inner fence, and then that is the outer fence there. So this outer fence is here to protect from creepers because the fence is 1, and then there's 2, 3, 4, and the inner fence is 5. So 5 blocks from one to the other. And creepers can only explode if you're within 5 blocks of them. So as long as the creeper's on the outside and you're on the inside, the creeper can never get close enough to you to explode, which means that it doesn't blow up and kill you or make a hole in the fence and let all the sheep out. So we've got the creeper fence there to protect us. Now, when we first moved up onto this mountaintop here, and this is a mountaintop, there was a big hill here, and there was another hill over there, and I went and took several days and cleaned those right up and made it nice and flat and planted grass so that we could have a farm. But there were no trees because I'd taken all the trees down. So I moved up here and flattened this out, and then there were no trees up here. So what we did was we planted a tree farm. So you can see all these oak trees here. We now have over 100 oak trees. There's my donkey. Hello, donkey. I like my donkey. And so we plant all these oak trees up here so that we can harvest them and get oak. And then back a little further, you can see there's some birch trees starting to show up here. So there's some birch trees. And now we're back into the village. And here's a garden, and we've got a farmer there. If we go and talk to him, hello, farmer, we can see what he's got on offer. So he wants to buy some beets, and if we sell him beets, he'll give us emeralds, and then we can use the emeralds to buy loaves of bread, or we can sell him pumpkins and buy pumpkin pies, or sell him watermelons and buy cookies, or we can just buy rabbit stew or cakes or carrots if we want to do that. So this farmer has lots of produce, and he actually feeds the other villagers, which keeps the other villagers happy. This guy here, what is he? If we click on him, no, he doesn't have a job. He's one of our just villagers. So let's see what these guys do. That's another farmer right there, and he probably has the same things on offer. Yep, he does. This guy here is also unemployed. This is our weaponsmith. So he makes weapons, so he'll sell you swords and axes. And this guy here is an armorer, so he'll sell you armor. And we also have a leather worker, and this guy's a butcher right here. He's looking at the smoker, and he'll buy rabbits, and he'll sell you rabbit stew, and he'll sell you cooked chickens. So we've got these villagers back here who are busy working away, and the farmers and the butchers feed the other villagers and keep them happy, and they go about their business. And then here's a trader with his llamas. And I have one llama that I've already stolen from a trader. This guy right here, he likes me. He's attached to this post. I need to come back and get him and take him into the other llamas. And there's another armorer back there. There's a little pig just wandering around the village. And there goes the trader with his llamas. And then back here at the back of the village, we have a couple of flat areas. This is the house that's furthest back in the village. We have a big rectangular open area there. And then down below, we have a much larger open area that runs right across the back of the mountain. And those we leveled because we were building an iron farm down there that didn't work out. And then while we were down here, I noticed that this level down here was relatively flat. So we flattened that out. So anybody who was joining our realm now and wanted to have a place of their own could choose to build on one of these flat areas. They're torched. They've got fence around them, so they're very safe from the mobs. Nice, safe place to live. And you can see we've got fences around our village as well to keep the villagers safe. And I'm not sure if we can look down from here and see Jude's place, the villager there. Not from here. Let's go further up. This guy's growing potatoes. So here we are back in the oak trees again. And I think if we go over to this corner, we can look down and see Jude's base down there. Yep, there it is down there. So she's got a farm, a little bit of a place built down there. She's got a house and some cherry trees. So there's her house there and some cherry trees. And she's got a group of horses and some honeybees. And she's got a little fishing hut over there. So that's a base that's built relatively close to the farm. So if she needs something, she can come up to the farm and get it. There's my donkey again. I like my donkey. All right, so if we go back down here, and Lily, when she's off adventuring, she discovers other biomes and brings things back for me. So she ended up in the mangrove biome, and she brought me back some mangrove propagules. You can see one hanging there, and there's a couple up there further up. Those, when you take those and stick them in the ground, they actually grow mangrove trees, and these are mangroves. There's 3 of them here. And then she was in the dark oak biome, and I said, "Oh, bring me back some dark oak saplings," and she did. And now I'm growing dark oak trees here. And down below the farm, there's an acacia biome. So we have some acacia trees that we've brought up here. We've brought the saplings up to grow so that we have access to some nice orange acacia wood. And this right here is actually a cactus farm. You can see the cactuses there growing up on the first level. And there's 6 levels of cactuses. And what this thing does is it gathers all the cactus after it's harvested and brings it down here using water. And it goes into this composter and then into this box, and the composter converts it into bone meal. So this is actually a giant bone meal farm here. And then over here, this is where we get the lava for our furnaces. We have this lava machine here that uses the lava up above to come down through the dripstone and fill these cauldrons. And we can come down with a bucket and get a bucket of lava and take it up and stick it in the furnaces. And then here we have flowering azaleas that Lily brought me back. And we have some spruce trees. And then over here we have our bees and a goat that's embedded in the ground for some reason. I need to dig that goat out of there. And then we have bees, and the bees work the flowers, and they gather pollen, and they gather sap, and they make honey. And there you can see some of the bees, and they're busy working on those flowers. And then they take them and they put them in the hives, and you can see the honey dripping out of the hives here. And the hives all have a campfire under them, which smokes the bees and makes them passive, so you can come back and harvest the honey and they don't sting you to death. And when the bees sting you to death, it's bad because, first of all, you're dead, but also the bee that stung you dies. It dies 20 seconds after it stings you because in real life, when bees sting you, they die. So here we have more oak trees, and this is a dark oak, and then we have some spruce trees up there. And then if we continue, there's a cow here. That's a wild cow. If we continue over here past the oak trees, there's another row of spruce trees. And then here, there's a bunch of birch trees. And what the torch is for, each tree has a torch beside it, is it lights up this area and keeps the bad guys from spawning in here, so it keeps it safe. But also, when we come through here and harvest all these birch trees and we get all the saplings from them, then you can just run down these lines and drop a sapling beside every torch, and you get a nice arrangement of birch trees here. And then over in this direction, we have the garden. And this garden produces food for the players in the realm. And I grow pumpkins and watermelons, and I grow wheat. And we use the wheat to make bread for the players. We feed the wheat to the sheep, and we feed the seeds to the chickens. So this is producing feed for humans and for the animals. And then here we have the sugar cane, and we can use sugar cane to make paper or to produce sugar, which we then use in baked goods. And then here are a bunch of beets, and beets aren't really useful for anything. You can't eat them in the game, but you can trade them to the farmers for other products. So we grow a row of beets here just so that we can trade with the farmers. And then the only other thing that's right here near the farm that I think is worth showing you is we have a little railroad, and there's actually sky trains. And you can see one of the sky train ramps there, 2 of them going up, but the sky train itself is in the clouds up there. But what those are is they connect the bases together. So that one over there is connected to David's wheat farm, and his big house is over there. And there's another one that connects over there to a thing that we call the Death Star, which is a giant black ball that I built in the sky. And if you were going to join our realm and be an evil force, a force for evil in our realm, the Death Star might be a pretty good place for you to have your base because it's kind of evil looking. And then we have all these minecart tracks, and the boxes have minecarts in them, and you can just jump on the minecart track and go up to the railway, and there's signs that tell you where to go up there. And then this railway continues along up here and goes up back to the back of the farm. And that's it. That's the farm. And this is, as I say, it's used as a base of operations for most of the players in the realm. And you always start off here. So when you jump into the realm, you jump in at the origin and take a mine cart over to the farm, establish a bedroom at the farm so that you have a safe place to stay. And then if you want to, you can stay in the farm like I do and mine and farm and provide for the other players in the realm. Or you can go off an adventure and, chase monsters and find what you can find, and sometimes get killed and have to recover. And this the farm then is a good place for you to have as a base of operations because there's lots of materials here. If you need stone or weapons or food, you can come to the farm and get it and then go off and do your own thing. So that's the farm at Lily's Realm, and I hope you enjoyed the tour. And I'm Hank. As I say, I'm Lily's dad and Jude's brother and David's father, and that's me. So I hope you've enjoyed this tour.